Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about the sprint race that just happened for the Thai Grand Prix at the Chang International Circuit. Now, before we get into it, here is how they finished. Jorge Martin won it from Brad Binder, Luca Marini, Marc Marquez, Aleix Espargaro, Marco Bezzecchi, Pecco Bagnaia, Alex Marquez, Johan Zarco, Jack Miller, Fabio Quartararo, Joan Mir, Enea Bastianini, Raul Fernandez, Franco Morbidelli, Pol Espargaro, Miguel Oliveira, Maverick Vinales, Taka Nakagami, Fabio Di Gianantonio, and Augusto Fernandez. Now, to be fair and to be very honest, Martin was absolutely unbelievable today. You know, he didn't get the best start, but he was able to get the lead back before turn one, and he never was even touched from that point on. Absolutely stunning. Like, the minute the lights went out, he was at it 100%. Like a Casey Stoner-esque is the way I would put it. Just 100% gas from the light going out. Brad Binder had an absolutely brilliant battle with Luca Marini. You could see that Marini was holding Brad Binder up, to be fair, but I did expect once Binder got past him that he would pull a gap, but he actually didn't. So, Binder was on the edge of his pace. Now, that could have been tyre related as well, that the temperature of the tyre went right up for Binder, but it was a really, really good race for Binder and a really, really good race for Luca Marini. Also, a really good race for Marc Marquez, who predicted his pace was between 10th and 15th place. So, he made a really, really good start, really aggressive start, and he was able to hold his own on those tyres. Aleix Espargaro was in fourth, made a mistake. He was like 1.1 seconds ahead of Marc Marquez, but made a mistake into turn 3, and they had a little tussle towards the end of the lap with Marquez coming out on top. Marco Bezzecchi had a solid race. I won't say it was amazing. He was battling with Marquez and Aleix, but he just didn't seem to have the pace towards the end. Pecco Bagnaia didn't have the best day, if I'm very honest. He completely duffed the start of the race, and at that stage, within a 2 or 3 laps, obviously Martin was gone, but you could see Pecco. He wasn't right on the bike, if I'm very honest. He was very slow. I think in the first couple of laps, he lost like 0.7 of a second per lap. So it kind of gives you an understanding of where and what was happening. And it seems that he still doesn't trust the bike in the opening sections or the opening few laps of the race. He did come back to have fairly decent pace towards it, but again, the damage was done in the early laps. A good enough race for Alex Marquez. He was giving it to Bezzecchi and Bagnaia at the start. He was also having a great battle with Johan Zarco. The two of them went wide, which allowed Pecco to sneak up in front. Solid from Jack Miller as well, who was down a small bit on the grid in 11th place. Fabio Quartararo, from yesterday's qualifying and practice, I thought he would do a little bit better than he did. A really good race actually for Joan Mir. He was down towards the back. I think he was in 19th place when he started. He finished 12th. Didn't really see him on the TV, but he did all right. Similar for Enea Bastianini. He came through the back of the field, which wasn't bad. Good race again for Raul Fernandez ahead of Miguel Oliveira. Franco Morbidelli, I won't say it's a bad race, but again, he was 15 seconds behind Jorge Martin, and he was nearly 6 seconds behind Fabio. So gives you kind of an idea. Pol Espargaro, I did expect a little bit better from him. Miguel Oliveira, not sure what happened to him or what's going on with Miguel. Maverick Vinales, kind of a major surprise for me. He completely duffed the start, got ran wide, and was down in 18th place. The only person that finished behind him, just to give you kind of an idea, was Taka Nakagami, who did crash and remounted. Fabio Di Gianantonio actually retired, they believe, with a clutch problem. And Augusto Fernandez did crash. All in all, I thought the race was pretty good. It reminded me a little bit of Valencia, the circuit in the race, if I'm honest. It was hard for people to pass because people's lap times were so similar. But all in all, Martin was absolutely stunning. Pecco is in big trouble, even though that he believed that he was going to be strong this weekend. So it's definitely advantage tomorrow for Martin. And Martin is probably the easiest person to pick for the race win tomorrow. But I'm going to go a little bit different again. And for tomorrow's race winner, I'm going to go with Luca Marini. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What did you think of the sprint race? And who do you think is going to be your race winner tomorrow? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below. And I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.